Hello, welcome back to my page. Hamidi Lives in Me. And on my page, I would like to, what I've been doing is sharing my meditation readings with some of you all. And I've always read meditations. It's a um, food for my spirit, my soul, my mind, and also my body, because everything's connected to each other, the body. And on this meditation, I will call it I know that I know that I know I am knowing. It sounds kind of confusing, doesn't it? And I thought so too. But in this meditation, it starts off telling you about the word advice and why do we seek advice. And who do we seek advice from, and what's our purpose in that? What's our motive for asking advice? But it say here, advice is what we ask when we already know what the answer is, but wish we didn't. It is hard for some of us to receive that because we want to think that we don't know, and so that is why we are in the predicament or the circumstances or falling into dire consequences. So we don't want to believe that the uh, uh, that we already know the answer. And it go on to say each of us is born knowing everything we need to know. It is programmed in our genes. And if you are a believer and you believe in God, you will know that this is possible. All things are possible with God. And until I became a nurse, and when I was studying to become a nurse, and I was reading the anatomy and physiology of the of the body, and the cells, the tissues, and the organs, and the DNA of the cells, and the molecules, and all those things, believe it when I tell you this is true. It is programmed in our genes. It is connected to our mission and purpose in life. People of color, in particular, are genetically coded for genius. And why she said people of color? Because if we think about way back in the biblical days and those people, how they were persecuted, they were enslaved for so many years, um, and what they had to overcome. And it makes you think about people of color, because the same scenario, it describes what we went through our 400 years of slavery. We are, however, programmed to self-destruct. And why is that? Because we were taught that we didn't know anything. We were taught we must be authorized. That means you have to get your answer from someone else. For instance, maybe our slave master. We were programmed to think that we didn't know anything. We were we were programmed to think that we weren't even human. We were less than human. So we are taught we must be authorized, qualified, and sanctioned by someone else. Unfortunately, we believed it. We did. For all those years, we believed it. We don't trust ourselves. It's caused us not to trust ourselves, our history. We search for the support and acceptance of others. We question what we know unless we can identify someone else who taught us. We feel like what we know is not enough, that we have to get it authorized by someone else. But it says here, each of us is born knowing everything we need to know. It is programmed in our genes. We forget we have a built-in mechanism of information, protection, and guidance. We move outside of ourselves, then lament when we get lost. If we are to survive, we must accept and understand what we already know. The key issue becomes, do I have the strength and courage to do what I know is right for me? Each and every one of us are a unique individual. What's right for someone else may not be right for you. So advice is a mechanism that's been used over the years that we ask of other people just to confirm, to see what we already know. So it's already there. How many times have you asked somebody something and you already knew? Or you have gotten so deep, you have deprogrammed yourself, desensitized yourself to your own inner self that you just don't even, that comes from not trusting yourself. You have to begin to start trusting who you are and find your own answers within yourself. So I know what I know, that I know, I am knowing. Thank you for coming to my page. I would like to tell you to check out my my Amazon page. You can find my books on there, Amazon.com. I write to inspire, to motivate, and encourage. This is one of my books, The 10 Principles of Becoming a Successful Nurse. I am qualified and equipped to educate women who have a desire to want to go into the medical field. These are 10 simple principles. And I write, this is my last book, The Godly Woman, Living with Abundant Blessings. This is my first book, my memoir, Addiction Through the Eyes of a Nurse, Rising Above Adversity Through Faith. My second book, The Fallen Woman, Becoming God's Best. So thank you for coming to my page. I write to inspire, motivate, and encourage. Have a blessed day.